Hey, what's up, guys? So, God is giving me a word. I've seen some prophetic words about this, and the fact that it's like now raining. I was about to start another video, and I heard him say, like, no, talk about the storms. I had a dream that I was in my old neighborhood, and it's a prophetic word, and I'm going to tell you what God is trying to say about this dream. I had a dream that I was in my old neighborhood, and at the end of my old street, there was like a recreation center for the city, and it was literally on my street. And I don't know, like in a dream, I was there, and then I was like meeting up with old friends. So usually, like my dreams, I think I said this before, they can have like multiple meanings. And this dream particularly had multiple meanings, but the one meaning, the message that God is trying to give me to give to you guys is one. And I might reference this dream again. You might hear me talk about this dream again, but he's telling me, like, he showed me that I was like meeting with my friends from my old neighborhood, and then my grandfather was over there. I'm right. Do you guys like see the fire trucks and things like that? Like, I've been seeing 9/11. I seen that Michelle heard the voice of the Lord. She said something yesterday pertaining to a tornado dream, and that's what my dream was about. Like, when I was sitting there talking to my friends and my grandfather, we were like in a group, and like 2 huge tornadoes dropped down, and I sensed an emergency, like to run and get away, but everybody else pretty much just stood there. And I'm like, why aren't they running? So I literally ran, and I didn't notice that no one was behind me running as well to get to safety until I got to my house. And when I got to my old house is a reference for a lot of my dreams. It's so crazy. When I got to my mailbox, it was a whole bunch of mail stuffed in there, like mail just stuffed in the door. And when I woke up, I was like, God, what does that mean? I didn't ask about the dream, about the tornadoes. I was asking God, what did all the mail mean, like that they were in the mailbox? To me, I was receiving that God was telling me, like, something's coming, and I've been trying to give you messages. You just now received the message, so you just reached the mailbox, so you can get the messages that I've been giving you this message, like, to prepare. So, like, it been times I have bought, like, what are those candles? The long candles. I have bought like a few of those. I have bought like the little warmers that go inside your gloves and your socks when you're doing construction. Like, I've been, buying little things. I had stocked up on a lot of water. I need to restock on a lot of water because we went through it, but because I don't know when it's coming. But God has been just showing me, like, stock up my food pantry. I have a brother in Christ that I call my uncle, and he calls me all the time. Like, I've been to the food banks, I've been stocking up on dry foods and things like that, and I feel like through him, God is speaking to me as well, like, get prepared. As soon as I was about to start this video, I was about to speak about something else that God had gave me to speak on, and it instantly just started raining when I heard the word storm. So I know, like, this is an urgency. But he showed me the vision of tornadoes more than once. And I know I'm in Ohio, and we had tornadoes back in the day. But earlier I was watching a prophetic word, and I can't remember her name completely, but I know her name is like Stephanie. And she was saying something about, maybe it wasn't her. I'm sorry if I screw up who was talking about this, because I like to listen to words as I'm cleaning my house and things and getting ready for the day. So they were speaking about Joseph, and I just watched a Joseph movie on Netflix. It's still on Netflix. It's a cartoon movie that explains everything in the book of Joseph. God led me to that book many of times in Genesis to read about Joseph's life. And I know it's a reference to mine, but it's also probably a reference to many of you guys. But when he was talking about the storms, no, not Joseph, I'm so sorry, Moses. I have so many words I need to touch on. I just been MIA. I'm so sorry. But Moses, when Pharaoh didn't believe Moses, and he kept saying, it was prophetic drive time. I was watching it this morning. He was talking about how Pharaoh did not believe that it was God doing all the sending all the plagues to Egypt. He thought it was Moses doing it, and he kept saying like God would not send all these plagues to Egypt for just because of these people, like they're not no better than me. But God's people are to God, you know, like his people are better than the people who won't release us today. And I know a lot of people don't believe that we're still in chains, but we are. And you can tell from the way that people are living their lives, all of the copycat syndrome going on, a lot of separation in religions, a lot of separations in skin color, body types, just a lot of things are separating us so that we won't be in groups and communicate and love one another the way God wants us to love one another. So with that being said, like, I feel that God is trying to get his people together, and these plagues are going to hit, and we're gonna have to like come together to help one another. I had another dream once, and I thought it was like a funeral dream that I was gonna lose a family member, and which it could be, but God was showing me in that dream that I was at my mom's house, and she just bought a house. So I was like in the basement of her house, and my family was coming together like in different cars, pulling up even from far out of town, and they were bringing groceries together. And the groceries were it was like not giving us groceries per se, but we were all going to feast off these groceries over time. It was like we were stocking up on food. But also, like, these family members aren't like the family members I see or talk to every day. These are family members that I see only like during the holidays, and a lot of times just during funerals. So that's why I felt like God was trying to tell me like I was lose a family member and we will all be gathering soon. And that could possibly still very well be. But there is a storm coming. And because I live in Ohio, y'all saw what happened in Texas, and plenty other places, even out of the country. There's been volcanoes erupting and so forth. God is trying to talk to these elite people and tell them to release us and let us be free again. So they're not getting it, and he's using these plagues and things. Even sorry, I feel like I was babbling, and not only babbling, I felt, and I'm sorry about my seatbelt, but I felt also like I got interrupted by a phone call. I didn't feel that happened, but I got interrupted by a phone call. But yeah, so I really feel heavily in the spirit because of those dreams, the confirmation God has given me, and then the prophetic videos also confirm what I know. So it's best that we just start to get prepared. Put all the stuff that they want to separate it so we can't come together for certain things like this. Like when these storms hit, people are not talking to the prophets and their families and things like that. And the scripture says like a prophet is not respected in their own home. And that's not even just in your actual house. That is in your neighborhood. That is in your city. That is on your YouTube channel, whatever, like your social media, whatever. Like, we're just not respected for the gifts that we have. People are so envious that you have these gifts and don't even know the burden that comes with it. And that's what Stephanie was talking about on her videos, that on one of the videos I was watching, that they don't know how hard it is to be a prophet. Like, it's so hard on me to be a prophet that I oftentimes don't even make videos on my YouTube about my prophecies, like, because I was in the world too much and I was afraid of what people would think about me or how many people would use me, and so many reasons, like so many reasons. But I want to be in obedience. I tell God all the time, like, I want to walk in obedience. And then I hear Stephanie say that she went through a lot of things that I went through, like even starting her YouTube channel, it wasn't easy. I'm still in the beginning stages of my channel, and it isn't easy. Like, I go through so much spiritual warfare. Like, I was under attack last night, and I was under attack this morning. And I know when I need to release something, because I become just attacked in so many ways. And it's not even just attacks on just me. It could be on your family members and stuff like that. So you have to just be in prayer, heavy prayer, sometimes even heavy fasting, so that you can get this word out. Because sometimes my phone would just trip out, or like how I got phone calls. I would get so many phone calls back to back, like just so many different things, and I forget to put my phone on airplane mode, or I'm running late to work and I know God told me to release a word, but I done got behind because I was distracted by stuff that the enemy done laid in my path and things like that. But the devil don't want us to get along. He wants people to envy you so that you can't tell them what's happening, so they can't hear it themselves in the spirit. So many distractions. Like if you think about, literally say, I thought about this so many times, how many distractions we come up against every single day. Like rather we eat and fall asleep, or we get in a conversation with someone we know we don't even want to have a conversation with. Now they done held you up for hours, or you scroll on social media, or you just sit in the car for too long and you know you got things to do. Just so many different distractions and ways to be distracted. TV, movies, your friends taunting you to come out, peer pressure. It's just so many different ways that we are distracted in this life. And with the distractions, it makes it impossible to hear from God. So starve your distractions. If you know a prophet in your family or a friend or anything like that, get close to them so you can receive the words. I don't like the term itchy ears, because sometimes having itchy ears helps you to know what the word really is, and it confirms things for you. And I see that that's like a little thing on YouTube. I don't like that, because a lot of times God gives me signs to go watch YouTube, because he knows like my life is so busy, and I'll just jump on there and it confirms what I get a confirmation through the words prophets on YouTube. I get it, like you ain't supposed to listen to all of them. They're not all sent from God. But when your discernment is very strong, you will know. Because my dreams connect to the word that connects to the prophecies that are spit on YouTube. So those are 3 different ways I confirm things. And the storm thing, I had visions. I done had, and I just started receiving visions or paying attention to them, dreams. And I read about the warnings like last year. It's raining right now as I'm sitting in my car driving. That was a confirmation for me, and the words on YouTube. So I just want y'all to pray heavily and get close to God. Like if you don't know God for yourself, just ask him to reveal himself to you. That's what I did, and it was instant. You know, it was within a matter of minutes, because he's waiting on you. And I love you guys, and I'm gonna get off here because I'm running late for work. All right, bye.